Hello, my friends. I'm not Jim Nance. I'm Kurt Berglund, and welcome back to my 1967 American League pennant race project using the cards and dice baseball simulation called Inside Pitch. We are birdwalking our way through the 1967 American League season and picking out individual games and, in some cases, complete series worth replaying to see what kind of results we get with Inside Pitch on the pennant race. It's been a lot of fun so far. Glad you're with me. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, my friends, and I do appreciate it very much. Today, we are up to May 30th, 1967 in our replay, and they say that Memorial Day is a key date in the pennant race of any season, and it certainly was an interesting one in 1967. In 1967, we have a standalone series of a doubleheader held on Memorial Day between two teams battling at that time for the top spot in the American League pennant race. The Chicago White Sox were in first place coming into today's games, plural, sorry. They were in first place by 1/2 of one game over the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers were hosting this game. The White Sox were the visiting team, and so we were on Michigan and Trumbull at Tiger Stadium to play this game. As I said, it's a doubleheader. In Game 1 in real life, the Tigers were victorious. That put them in first place by a half a game, and then they went on to win Game 2 as well, which was quite a blow to Eddie Stanky's Chicago White Sox. So it was a little bit of a turning point, although the White Sox certainly stayed in the race. But it marked the end, for the moment, of the White Sox run at the top of the American League race. We are going to replay Game 1 of this doubleheader, which is the one that the Tigers won to take over first place at that time. The opposing pitchers will be, as they were in real life, left-hander Gary Peters for the Chicago White Sox, and he will be opposed by right-hander Earl Wilson for the Detroit Tigers. We are using the as-played lineups in this replay, and we're doing that for two reasons. One is, of course, to make sure that heads do not explode all over this great land of ours. And the second reason is because the as-played lineups for these teams, the battle went all the way to the end, so nobody is pulling their best players at any moment. They're going with their best the whole way because we went right down to the end, so there's no need to really adjust what's happening. I also want to minimize the variables a little bit and see what would happen in our replay if we held everything else constant. So, with all that said, let's get to the starting lineups for today's game, May 30th, 1967, the White Sox against the Tigers at Tiger Stadium. Thank you for joining me. Here we go. The lineups for today's game. Leading off for the White Sox at third base, it's Don Buford. Batting second at second base, Wayne Causey. Batting third in center field, Tommy Agee. Batting fourth at first base, Tommy McCraw. Batting fifth in left field, Pete Ward. Batting sixth in right field, Ken Berry. Batting seventh at catcher, J.C. Martin. And batting eighth at shortstop, it's Ron Hansen. Batting ninth and on the mound, it's Gary Peters. Gary Peters for the 67 Sox was 16-11 with a 2.28 earned run average. All right, for the homestanding Detroit Tigers, leading off at third base, it's Don Wirt. Batting second at second base, Dick McAuliffe. Batting third in right field, Al Kaline. Batting fourth in left field, Willie Horton. Batting fifth in center field, Jim Northrup. Batting sixth at catcher, Bill Freehand. Batting seventh at first base, Mickey Stanley. And batting eighth at shortstop, Ray Euler. On batting ninth and on the mound, it's Earl Wilson. Earl Wilson for the 67 Tigers was 22-11 with a 3.27 earned run average. All right, so let's get ready to roll some inside pitch baseball. With inning number one, Buford stepping into the batter's box against Earl Wilson. Big game for both ball clubs. The White Sox ahead by 1/2 of a game coming into the start of this doubleheader. And here we go. And I switched them around again as I tend to do. 2-5 on Wilson's card is a strikeout check. And 20 is going to be too high for Buford. So he swings away. And that's a star line 6 hit in the air to right field under it. Al Kaline, and he puts it away for out number 1. And we are underway at Tiger Stadium. Wayne Causey coming up for Eddie Stanky's White Sox. Strikeout check is... let's see, on Tiger Stadium, that's a +1, not high enough. Too high for Causey. He swings away. We got a star line 3. It's hit on the ground to third base. Don Wirt gloves it to his left, plants, and throws to Mickey Stanley at first base. And there are 2 gone in the White Sox first. Pitch to Tommy Agee is a walk check, a 7. Sure enough, that's going to get it, especially with the +3 in walks that Tiger Stadium provides. So Agee is aboard at first base. And we just might get a stolen base opportunity here, and I think we will. Let's see, Freehand's arm is a +1. So if he can get the jump, 1-6 on the jump for Agee. No jump for Tommy. So it's going to be McCraw with Agee at first and 2 outs. Wilson the stretch and the delivery. It's a strikeout check, but it's too high. And McCraw swings and grounds 1 to Wirt. He's going to go the short way to McAuliffe at second base. That will retire the White Sox in inning number 1. And we have no score as the Tigers come to bat. It'll be Wirt, McAuliffe, and Kaline in the Tiger first against lefty Gary Peters. Peters winds and delivers. Error on a grounder check. But it's not a grounder. It's a base hit to right field. Wirt's aboard with a single. And that'll bring up McAuliffe. Peters the stretch, checks Wirt at first. Checks Wirt at first. And the delivery is an error and a grounder check. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Double question marks. I'm wrong. Double question marks, and for a lefty, that's a base hit. That is a base hit for Dick McAuliffe. And we got to check Don Wirt's speed is a 3, so he's going to hold at second. Tigers at first and second. In the bottom of the first, nobody out, and here comes Kaline. Peters the stretch and the delivery is a walk check, 14. That'll do it. Bases loaded. And the White Sox have a decision to make about their infield. They're going to play at double play depth. Peters the stretch and the delivery to Horton. 4-4 is a walk check. That's an 11, and that's going to be ball 4. He just walked in the first run of the game. 1-0 Tigers, and there's still nobody out in the first inning. Northrup coming to the plate. Peters the stretch and the delivery. Walk check. But a 17 is too high. Infield still at double play depth, but it's a base hit for Northrup through second base. And that's going to score McAuliffe from third, of course. 2-0 Tigers. And what are they going to do with Kaline? He's sprinting for third. Are they going to wave him in? He is a 4, and they are going to wave him in. That's going to score Kaline as well. It's a 2-run single for Northrop off the left-hander, and it is 3-0 Detroit with nobody out in the first. That's going to start action in the White Sox bullpen. And who will it be? Who? Looking like Wilbur Wood. Woody's going to get the nod to get up and start throwing for Eddie Stanky in the bullpen. Meantime, Peters has a mess. Horton's at second, Northrop's at first, and Freehand's at the plate. Nobody out in the first. It's 3-0 Tigers. Peters, the stretch and the delivery is a walk plus. And a 1's going to do it, so the bases are loaded again. That's Peters' third walk in the inning. Wood is not ready yet, but they are imploring him to do so quickly. Peters, the stretch, and the pitch to Stanley is a walk check, but too high. Stanley swings, and it's a base hit to right field. Drops in front of Ken Berry. Horton will score. It's 4-0 Tigers. Northrop around second. He is a 4 base runner, single to right. He gets a +1. Ken Berry's throwing arm is -2. So that's going to knock Northrop back to a 3. See if he can get in there. He cannot. They put the brakes on Northrop at third base. 4-0 Tigers. Still nobody out. And here comes Euler. Infield in now for the White Sox. The pitch from Peters is a star line. And it's a 4. That's hitting the air to left. Under it is Ward. He's going to make the first catch, first out of the inning. And Northrop's at third. He will tag. Euler has a 1 sacrifice fly rating, so that won't score him. The 2 will not score him. Let's see if Northrop can tag and get in there. He can. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Euler, and it's 5-0. Tigers with 1 out in the first. Freehand's at second. Stanley at first. Peters, the stretch and the delivery, and Wilson is a right-handed batter, so that's going to be an open result. And it's a base hit through shortstop. Around second is Freehand. He will score. It's now 6-0 Tigers. Stanley is a 4. He will hold. And so Wilson delivers a hit to help himself, and that's going to do it for Peters. Here comes Eddie Stanky. He wants the ball, and he wants Wilbur Wood, as Gary Peters is knocked out of the box after only a third of an inning in this one. All right, so here comes Woody. 4-2 on the season with a 2.45 ERA, 4 saves. And Stanky's going to need some length from him. This is the first game of a doubleheader. All right, so Don Wirt comes to the plate for the second time in the inning. Stanley at second, Wilson at first. The pitch from Wood is an open result. Wirt being a right-handed batter, it's hitting the air to center. Under it is Tommy Agee, and there's 2 gone in the Tiger first finally, and here comes Dick McAuliffe. Wood, the stretch and the delivery is a walk check, and he will walk him. On the walk plus, the bases are loaded again, and here comes K-line. The pitch from Wood is a ring at the catch, and oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Line drive right at Causey, and that will retire the Tigers at long last. In the first inning, the Tigers score 6 on 2, 4, 5 hits and 4 unintentional walks. After one completed, 6-0 Detroit. Here comes Earl Wilson for inning number 2. He'll face Ward, Berry, and Martin. Wilson winds and delivers. And this is a home run check, but it's going to be too high. Not by much. Line drive right at Wirt, and there's one down in the White Sox second. Here comes Ken Berry. No sign of Larry Storch. Here's the pitch. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, we're gonna die. Ground ball, Wirt. He throws to Stanley for out number 2. And now J.C. Martin against Wilson. 4-5 is a walk check, but a 19's too high. Martin swings, and it's a base hit through second base. 2-out single for the White Sox, and here comes Ron Hansen, the Tigers shortstop. Wilson the stretch and the delivery. Walk check, that's an 8, that's ball 4. So 2 on now for Wilbur Wood. Wilbur Wood coming to the plate for the White Sox here in inning number 2. And let's see if I can find the hitting card in timeout. And here we go. 2 outs, 2 on. Wilson's pitch to Wood. Error check on a throw. 13 seems kind of high for that to take place, and he struck him out. Earl Wilson's first strikeout. After 1.5, it's 6-0 Tigers. All right, so for inning number 2, it'll be Horton, Northrup, and Freehan for the Detroiters. If they win, they get first place here on Memorial Day, 1967. The pitch is a foul ball. Next pitch, walk check, and it will be a walk. Horton trots down to first. Jim Northrup coming to the plate. Wood the stretch, and the delivery is an open result. Northrup swings, and it's a base hit through second base. The Tiger onslaught continues. Let's see how fast Horton is. If he's a 3, no, he stops at second. 3 or better, he would have made third. First and second, nobody out. The bullpen heats up again for the White Sox in an effort to keep the proceedings competitive. Jim O'Toole starts to throw. Another lefty. Freehan in there. The delivery to him is an error check. And that 5 looks bad. It's a Starline 5. It's hit to center field. Under it is AG. And he drops the ball. Oh, wait. It's an odd number. It's an odd number, so that means, yep, he drops the ball. Now we have to roll a D6 against Horton, and he's going to score. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He advances 1 base only. All right, so he's under it. AG drops the ball. Horton was not advancing. He was tagging up. So he goes 1 base. So the bases are loaded for Stanley. It's Horton at third, Northrup at second, Freehan at first. Nobody out. Infield at double play depth. The pitch to Stanley is a ground ball to Don Buford. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Stanley. I should be looking at Wood. My bad. Wrong side again. Gets me every time. So it's an open result, and it's a ground ball to short. Okay, so it's Hansen. He goes to Causey for 1. Now, let's see what happens here. We have double play 0, double play 1, double play depth makes it a 2. So 1 or 2, they're going to turn it. They do not. So Hansen retires freehand 6-4. Horton scores from third. It's 7-0 Tigers. Northrop goes to third. It's Tigers at the corners. And a 7-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Euler coming up. Stanley at first. Northrop at third. Euler at the plate. Infield again at double play depth. The pitch is an open result. And this is hitting the air to left. Under it is Ward. Tagging is Northrop. And it will be on the 1, matching Euler's sacrifice fly number. It will be a sacrifice fly for Euler, his second in 2 innings, 8-0 Tigers. And now Earl Wilson comes to the plate with Stanley at first and 2 down. The pitch is a strikeout check, and they indeed strike out Wilson on the flutter ball. 2 runs for the Tigers in the second on 1 hit. After 2 complete, it's 8-0 Detroit, and they're looking like they're going to be the new first-place club in the American League here on Memorial Day, 1967. Top of the order for the White Sox in inning number 3, Buford, Causey, and Agee. Pitch to Don Buford is a star line, and that's hitting the air to right. Under it is Al Kaline for 1 down. Here's Causey. Open result on a 2-2. Causey swings and starline 4, ground ball short. That's Ray Euler. He throws to Stanley for out number 2. And here's Tommy Agee. Walk check. It's a 5. That is a walk for Tommy. They're down by 8, so Agee's not going to run anywhere. McCraw is at the plate, 0 for 1. Wilson the stretch. It's a strikeout check. Too high. McCraw swings, hitting the air to right field. Under it is Kaline, and that retires the White Sox in inning number 3. After 2.5, it's 8-0 Tigers in this one. Changing of the guard coming in the American League race. Wood will face Wirt, McAuliffe, and Kaline in inning number 3. Their 3rd time at the plate. Open result for Woody. Ground ball, Ron Hansen. He gloves it and throws to McCraw for out number 1. Here's McAuliffe. Wood's delivery to Dick McAuliffe is a grounder, error and a grounder check. Popped up. Calling it is Causey on the infield dirt, and there's 2 down. And now Kaline, 0 for 1 for Al. The pitch from Wood is an open result. The swing from Kaline is a base hit through third. So a 2-out single for the Tigers, and here comes Horton. No sign if he hears a who. Wood, the stretch, and the delivery. And it's too high for a strikeout. Base hit to left for Horton. Kaline is around second. Let's see if he wants to go to third to rub a little salt in the wound. And why not? Will hold. He will hold. And first and second with 2 outs for Northrop. Northrop's 2 for 2. He's had a big day so far. Range out to the kitchen. Oh my God, it's a range check. Hit to left. Ward is a 2, and he's not going to get there. It's a base hit. Let's see if it causes more problems. It does. It's going to be an extra base hit. Kaline will score from second. Horton is a 3. No, he is a 2 on a double to left. No. He'll hold second and third, 9-0 Tigers in the third, and Freehand is up. The delivery to the Tiger catcher is an error and a grounder check. Base hit to right. That's going to score Horton 10-0. Around third comes Northrup. 4, 5, 6, -2. So he's a 4. And he scores. 2-run single for Freehand. And it's 11-0. They're pouring it on here in the third inning. Mickey Stanley coming to the plate. Wood gets one more batter. O'Toole is ready in the bullpen. And that's going to be ball 4. They're going to give him one more batter still to try and get out of the mess without burning up the bullpen for the entire doubleheader. Wood to Euler is a double. Oh my God, it's a base hit for Euler. Another ribby for Ray. That makes it 12-0. Yeah, 12-0. And Stanley, if he's a 4, and I'm sure he sure is, he goes to third. So 3 ribbies for Euler. That's going to do it for the White Sox knuckleballer. And here comes Jim O'Toole on the mop-up of mop-up jobs right here. 12-0 in the third inning for the Tigers. O'Toole to Wilson. He's a left-hander. 4-3 with a 282. You know him from the Cincinnati Reds. Wilson swings, and this is a ground ball to Don Buford. He fires to McCraw, and that'll retire the Tigers in the fourth, but they add 4 on 5 hits and leave 2. We go to the fourth. It's 12-0 Tigers over the White Sox on Memorial Day. Tiger fans loving it. Wilson will face Ward, Berry, and Martin in inning number 4. Foul ball. Home run check. Gone for Pete Ward. He finally gets his homer. White Sox are off the schneid. It's 12-1. Ken Berry comes to the plate in his Civil War uniform. The pitch. Strikeout plus, too high. Question mark to center, and who's going to get there? Northrup gets there for out number 1. J.C. Martin is 1 for 1. Wilson winds and delivers. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, we're going to explode. Ground ball Wirt. He throws to Stanley for out number 2. Oh, got to check his range. Didn't do that. He's a 1-4, and he makes the play. All right, Hansen up now with O'Toole on deck. 12-1 Tigers. The pitch from Wilson. Walk check. And yes, he walks. That'll bring up O'Toole. Wilson the stretch and the delivery. It's a strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. Wilson's second strikeout. But the White Sox get a run on a hit. It's Ward's homer, and it's 12-1 after 3.5. O'Toole will face the top of the Tiger order again in the fourth. They've hit 3 times so far. Wirt. Walk check, and he does walk him. McAuliffe at the plate. Dick McAuliffe at the plate. O'Toole to McAuliffe. Error check, and this is going to be trouble. This has a bad stink to it, and AG drops the ball again. He drops the ball again. We're going to check the running of Wirt. He holds at second. So 2 on. AG has dropped 2 fly balls. Eddie Stanky fuming in the White Sox dugout. O'Toole, the pitch to K-Line is a ballpark check. Haven't had one of those. K-Line's going to swing on the ballpark card. It's an open result, which means we have a rare play check with men on base. A 33, with less than 2 outs, a shallow fly to right field. Resolved play is an F9 range play. If the right fielder does not catch the ball, the lead runner gets a late break attempting to advance 1 base. All right, the right fielder is Barry. His range is, I'm sure it's excellent. He is a 4. He, of course, does not make the play. Roll 1d6 versus the base runner plus the right fielder arm. So Barry doesn't get there, but Wirt gets a late break off the base. They have a chance to force Wirt at third and anything but a 1, and they'll get him. They get him at third. So it's a fielder's choice and a 9-5 putout as Barry throws out Wirt at third. So they get an out of it. Horton comes to the plate. McAuliffe now at second, K-Line at first. O'Toole the stretch, open result. The swing is hit in the air to center. AG's going to catch this one, and there's 2 outs. Now it's Northrup. And the delivery is a strikeout check, and no strikeout. Too high. Northrup swings, and it's a base hit through shortstop. Are we going to get run number 13? 3 through 6. Let's see if I'm sure McAuliffe's a 3. He's a 4. That's going to score McAuliffe. It's 13-1. K-Line will stop at second, I believe. Yes, he will stop at second. So 2 on, 1 in, and 2 outs for Freehan. O'Toole the stretch, and the delivery is a strikeout check, but too high. Freehan base hit through third base. This gets past Buford. Eddie Stanky just demolished the water cooler, and that's going to score K-Line because there are 2 outs. So it's now, let me take off my socks and shoes, 14-1 Tigers, and Stanley comes to the plate. O'Toole the stretch. It's an open result for Stanley, and he pops it up. Under it is Buford on the infield dirt, and that will retire the side. All right, as we go to the top of the 5th, White Sox manager Eddie Stanky is looking around the dugout for bamboo to jam up his nails because the Tigers are leading this one 14-1. And the White Sox are about to fall out of first place to the Detroit Tigers. So we're at the top of the order for the White Sox in the top of the 5th. Buford, Causey, and AG as the White Sox try and mount what would be an incredible comeback. Strikeout check. Flipped him again. Strikeout check on Wilson. On Wilson's card, but it's too high for Buford. So Buford swings and hits a ground ball to Mickey Stanley at first base. He's going to take it unassisted for the first out in the top of the 5th. Wayne Causey is 0 for 2. Wilson's pitch is a strikeout check, but a 13 is too high. And Causey's swing is a ground ball to new shortstop Dick Trzeski. He throws to Stanley for out number 2. We've got some changes for the Tigers. Jerry Lumpy is now at second base. Gates Brown is now the left fielder. Jim Price is the catcher. And at shortstop, it's Dick Trzeski. So 4 changes for the Tigers with a 13-run lead and a second game of a doubleheader to go. although it won't be on my channel. Tommy Agee is no official at bats. He's walked twice today. The pitch to Agee is a strikeout check. That's a 10. Hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Wilson. And it's a 1-2-3 fifth. Go to the bottom of the fifth. We're halfway through this one. It's 14-1. Tigers. All right, so O'Toole comes back out. He is fatigued, but he's still going. In the bullpen warming up is right-hander Cisco Carlos for the White Sox. O'Toole winds and delivers. That's a strikeout check on Tracewski, but too high. Dick swings and lifts one to center field. Tommy Agee is actually going to catch this one, and there's one gone. Bottom of the fifth, here comes Earl Wilson. Wilson's 1 for 3 with a ribby today. O'Toole winds and delivers. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. And that's O'Toole's first strikeout on the day. 2 gone in the fifth. We're dangerously close to the White Sox first 1-2-3 retirement of the Tigers. Don Wirt is at the plate, leadoff batter for the Tigers in today's game. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. The pitch from O'Toole is a strikeout check, and Wirt swings, and that's a Starline 2 ground ball shortstop. Ron Hansen gloves it and throws to Tommy McCraw for out number 3, and it is a 1-2-3 fifth. We go to the sixth. 14-1 Tigers. Tommy McCraw, Pete Ward, and Ken Berry coming up for the Sox in the bottom of the top of inning number 6. McCraw is 0 for 2. Wilson winds and delivers double question mark, and that's going to be a star line for the left-handed hitting McCraw. He hits it to center. In his tracks is Jim Northrup, and there's one down. Here comes Pete Ward. Wilson's retired 5 in a row. Wilson, the wind and the delivery. A double question mark again, and a star line again. Grounded to third. That is Don Wirt. He gloves it and throws to Mickey Stanley for out number 2. And here comes Ken Berry. No sign of Larry Storch. 0 for 2 for Berry. The pitch, and hey, struck him out on the K+. 4 strikeouts for Wilson. 7 retired in a row. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's 14-1 Tigers as Wilson is plowing through the White Sox order. Jerry Lumpy at the plate. He hit .232. This is his first at bat on the day. I think it's Lumpy, or was it Lump? I think it's Lumpy. Someone can correct me. I'm sure you will. Okay, first at bat today, McAuliffe, who he's replacing, went 1 for 3 in the game. Scored a couple runs. O'Toole winds and delivers. Open result. Lumpy swings, and it's a comebacker, gloved by O'Toole. He turns and tosses it to Tommy McCraw. And there's one down in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Al Kaline. O'Toole winds and delivers, and there's a base hit through the middle. For Al Kaline, that's hit number 2. He's working on a 2 for 4 day. And Gates Brown comes to the plate. Not a great year for Gates. 187 in 1967. 1 out, 1 on. O'Toole to stretch, and the delivery to Gates Brown is a strikeout check, too high. Gates swings, and it's a star line 1. Ground ball third. That's Buford. They're looking to turn 2, and a 1-4 will do it. And it's a Buford to Causey for 1. The relay to McCraw is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by the White Sox in inning number 6. We go to the 7th, 14-1, and Eddie Stanky has some lighter fluid and some matches in the dugout. He's going to be lighting himself on fire very shortly. J.C. Martin, Ron Hansen, and the pitcher's spot for the White Sox due up in the 7th. Earl Wilson winds and delivers. Foul ball. That's a strikeout check, but it's too high. The 13, Martin swings, hits a grounder to Dick Trzeski. The T-Man throws it to Mickey Stanley for out number 1 in the 7th. Now it's Ron Hansen, who's walked twice today. No official at-bats for the White Sox shortstop. Wilson winds and delivers. Hit by pitch, check. 0 and a -6, so Hansen's going to swing. And he hits a ground ball to Dick Trzeski. He throws to Stanley for out number 2. Jim O'Toole is done for the day. He has pitched 3 1/3 innings. And Walt Williams is going to be the pinch hitter for the White Sox with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Backup outfielder, actually played a lot in 67, 104 games. He's hitting for O'Toole with 2 outs and nobody aboard. New pitcher warming up in the White Sox bullpen will be Cisco Carlos. The pitch from Wilson is an error check on a grounder. And it is a ground ball to Don Wirt, but a 16's too high. Don's going to glove it to his left, plant, and throw to Mickey Stanley, and that will retire the White Sox in inning number 7. It's time to stretch them out in Detroit, where a happy Tiger crowd is celebrating a 14-1 laugher. In Game 1 of this Memorial Day doubleheader for the Tigers, Cisco Carlos coming on for Detroit. He was a right-hander. He's going to bat in the 9 spot. I'm sorry, Cisco Carlos coming on for the White Sox. He was 2-0 for the White Sox, and 0.86 ERA in 41 innings. He had some starts. He had 1 relief appearance, but they're going to ask him to go 2 in this one. So, Northrup, Price, and Stanley for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th. Cisco winds and delivers. As a walk check, and sure enough, Jim Northrup draws a walk. And with that, Eddie Stanky is getting a ball-peen hammer. And he's about to drive some nails into his ears, so we'll watch for that. Cisco Carlos, 2 for 3. I'm sorry, Cisco's facing Price. This is Price's first at bat. Freehand was 2 for 3. The pitch from Carlos is a strikeout check, but a 17 is too high. Price swings and grounds 1 to shortstop. That's Ron Hansen. We look for the double play number. It's a 0 here. It's a 3 there. Hansen is at double play depth, so it's a 4. Hansen to Causey for 1. The relay to McCraw is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by the White Sox. Now it's Mickey Stanley with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the bottom of the 7th. Carlos winds and delivers. Starline. A Starline result on Carlos of a 3. That's grounded to Buford at 3rd. He gloves it and throws to McCraw, and that retires the Tigers in inning number 7. We go to the 8th, and it's still 14-1 Detroit. As Mike Ditka would say, the Detroit Tigers are way ahead in this one. Earl Wilson throwing a 2-hitter. He's walked 4 hitters, but he has allowed only 2 hits, one of them a home run, and he has struck out 4 in a solid job shutting down this White Sox attack, if that's the word I'm using, to describe the White Sox offense in 1967. Eddie Stanky in the dugout is dropping heavy objects onto his toes, and so we'll keep an eye on that. Don Buford, Wayne Causey, and Tommy Agee, top of the order for the White Sox in the 8th. They have not had a hit since the 4th inning. Earl Wilson winds and delivers. Single if he's tired, but he is not tired yet. So it's open. Buford swings. and hits one in the air to right field. That's Al Kaline, and he is there for out number 1. Wayne Causey is 0 for 3 coming to the plate now with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Earl Wilson, this delivery is a strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. That's Earl's 5th strikeout of the game. And now it's AG coming up. He's walked twice and struck out and made 2 disastrous errors in the field. The pitch from Wilson is a double question mark. That's going to be a star line result for AG, and he grounds it to third base. Don Wirt gloves it by the line, plants, and fires to Stanley across the infield, and that will retire the White Sox in the 8th. Wilson has now retired 13 batters in a row. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's 14-1 Tigers. Cisco Carlos coming out. He'll face Tracewski, Earl Wilson, and then the top of the Tiger order with Don Wirt. 8-9-1 coming up for the Tigers in the 8th inning. Cisco Carlos pitch to Tracewski. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Base hit to left, maybe. Pete Ward with a chance to catch it. 1 or 2, he's going to get there. He does not get there. And let's see if this goes for extra bases. It does not. It's a base hit for Tracewski, who's putting in a 1 for 2 day in relief of Ray Euler at shortstop. Here's Earl Wilson up now. Carlos, the stretch, and the delivery is a range check at the ballpark. And it's a star line 2, so it's a ground ball to first. That is Tommy McCraw. Let's check our double play numbers. 1 for Wilson, none, and they don't get a bonus for the infield depth with a first base with a grounder to first. Hansen is a 0, so if it's a 1, they're going to turn it. It's not a 1. McCraw gloves it, fires to Hansen for 1, and the relay to Cisco Carlos is not in time. Earl Wilson beats the rap at first. So it's a fielder's choice for Wilson. 1 out now. Bottom of the 8th. Carlos with the stretch and the delivery is a strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. Cisco's first strikeout. Wirt with a 1 for 5 day. But he did contribute a walk. Jerry Lumpy, 0 for 1. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. The pitch to Lumpy, the lumper, the lumpinator, is a walk check, but 20's too high. Lumpy swings, and a line shot back at Carlos that he catches in self-defense. We go to the 9th. 14-1. Tigers over the White Sox in this one. The White Sox reign at the top of the American League is about to end, but they're going to make a comeback. I just have a feeling in this race, not in this game, but in this race, in the top of the 9th, it'll be McCraw, Ward, and Barry coming up for the White Sox. 4, 5, 6 hitters against Earl Wilson, who's trying to finish off, he's trying to finish off a 2-hitter. The pitch to Tommy is a ballpark check. Ground ball hit to Wirt. He gloves it and throws to Stanley for out number 1. That is batter number 14 in a row retired by Earl Wilson. Now it's Pete Ward, 1 for 3. He accounted for the White Sox scoring with a home run in the top of the 4th in today's game. 1 out, nobody on in the 9th. The pitch from Wilson is a 5-2. That is an error check. And a 6 is pretty low. That's hit to right. Kaline, oh my gosh. Kaline's error number is a 5. That's a 6. So Kaline's going to make the catch. The Sox cannot get a break in this one. And there's 2 outs in the 9th. Last chance saloon. is Ken Berry, who's going to leave the game today and go do some dancing on the Carol Burnett Show after the game. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Wilson about to finish his streak he's got going here. He's got 15 in a row retired at the moment. The pitch from Wilson to Berry is open because Berry's a right-handed hitter. Berry swings and hits it in the air to left. That's Gates Brown and his band of renown. He makes the catch for out number 3, and that will end this one as the Tigers take over first place by a score of 14-1. The totals for you go like this for the victorious homestanding Detroit Tigers: 14 runs on 15 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished Chicago White Sox, 1 run on 2 hits. They committed 2 errors, both by Tommy A.G. and both deadly, and they walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters. Winning pitcher Earl Wilson, losing pitcher Gary Peters, who could not get out of the first inning. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kurt Berglund. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel for lots more Inside Pitch 1967 American League pennant race action. Thank you for being with me. Hope you have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.